So Splatoon 2 was announced during the Switch presentation back in January, and this is the sequel to Nintendo's first big IP that's hit in a number of years now. It's cute, it's wacky, it's random, and it's very much Nintendo. It's Nintendo's take on the third-person shooter. So the last time we saw Splatoon 2 was the end of March as part of the global Testfire, so this was people's first real taste of Splatoon multiplayer, and it pretty much played up to what we already knew, right? It's this 4v4, very colorful, and it's pretty much a mode we'd already seen before, so Nintendo has a lot to show, I feel. I'm excited for Splatoon 2 because I did not expect, first of all, for Splatoon 1 to kind of capture me the way that it did. I put in a ton of hours playing Turf Wars, playing the different ranked modes, and I feel that there's a great idea sitting here, something that isn't quite Call of Duty, isn't quite Destiny, isn't quite a lot like multiplayer shooters that I know, but has a unique, interesting mechanic behind it. So I am excited to see where Nintendo takes those concepts from the original game and what they eventually develop them into. And this is a fully fledged sequel, right? So you're expecting bigger, better ideas, which would be interesting because from an art perspective, looks a lot like the first game. There's a big chance you're gonna see Splatoon 2 at E3 this year. The game goes on sale July 21st, which means it's a little over a month away from the trade show, and Nintendo is still slowly ramping up to show you what single player looks like, what the additional modes will look like, and their overall plan, like how's this thing gonna roll out? They need to start talking about that. You could not be at fault for not seeing a major difference between Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2. Art style is almost identical, and really it just comes down to little touches, little tweaks here and there from what they've shown so far. So we're talking about hair, we're talking about like the Splat Dualies, the specials have been redone. Weapons like the roller, which when you jumped and you swung out, for example, they had a very specific way that they moved and reacted in Splatoon 1. They are different in Splatoon 2. They've all been tweaked and calibrated. But it's still stuff that at first glance, you can't tell right away that it's different. So I think that Nintendo really has to do a better job of showing folks what's really new in this game and help sort of kick up excitement around it. What I'd like to see from Splatoon 2 at Nintendo's booth this year is more color, more costumes, and more modes. I think that going into Turf Wars, you already know how that mode works, you already know what to expect, you know the flow of the 3-minute match and how it plays out. I want to see something that tries something a little different, something new, fresh and exciting, which is a big reason for putting a number 2 on this game. So I think that there is a heavy chance they want to play up what this game is at the biggest trade show for video games.
We're streaming live from E3 2017 starting Saturday, June 10th at 11 a.m. on IGN, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, or wherever you're watching. Make sure to subscribe for everything E3.